Hello, how are you? Wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is a time where we have to really move with a sense of urgency and learn something new because things have just changed overnight from brick and mortar to click and order. The students who are joining our classes, I'm teaching them how to use their voice in their story. They're saying, "Thank you, Les Brown. Thank you so much. I needed this and I didn't even know it." Listen, if you're ready to learn something new, this is a brand new day. I was talking to one of my children, and one of the things that I really appreciated was something they said to me. At first, I didn't get it because I became angry. Then I had to sleep on it and think about it. I didn't say anything or express how I felt immediately, but I had to sleep on it. I'd asked her to do something that she had the skills to do, and she said to me, "You act like your children owe you something." Excuse me, kids are different today. I would have never said that to my mother. I'd never said that to Baby Brown. Do you hear me, Hua? These are aliens, body snatchers. All right, I thought about it. After I slept on it, I said, you know what? She's right. They don't owe me anything. So I tell you what it did. It started my exercise program. I'm doing push-ups, I'm doing bends, and everything's staying in good shape because they don't owe me anything. They owe me absolutely nothing. February 17th, I'll be 76. My goal now is to die young at an old age. Die young at an old age. So, if you feel like I feel, if you've got a story, or you'd like to earn money with your story, or you've got a voice, or you've got the gift of gab, or you like to work with people, or you like to help people, don't put it off. Do it now. Things have changed. They've gone from brick and mortar to click and order. It's the internet. That's where the majority of the money is being made now. You can order everything on the internet. This is a time when you want to move with a sense of urgency and take advantage of what's happening. People are struggling mentally because of everything that's going on. When you feel anxiety, it's because you feel like you're in a place where you don't have control and you're stressed. Many people are worried about losing their homes, being evicted, or they've already lost their jobs. That affects you. If it happens to someone you love, that affects you too. So part of what I'm suggesting you do is this. Number one, go to hungrytospeak.com. I have a series there that people have been raving about. I can't tell you the number of emails I've gotten from people saying, thank you. I needed this. Go to hungrytospeak.com. I'm showing people, and my son John Leslie is interviewing me about speaking. We're giving you that for free. There's also something called Choosing Your Future that I want you to download and spread around because people need hope. A lot of people are feeling anxiety. A lot of people are stressed out of their minds. And a lot of people don't know what to do next. You have to harness that inner voice of helplessness. You need some other input to override it, and this is what Choosing Your Future will do. You can't just listen to it one time. You've got to make it a ritual to listen every day. Some of you have already experienced it. Opportunity knocks on every door. No opportunity stands by silently waiting for you to recognize it. If you recognize the opportunity that thousands, even millions, of people need help, adults and children alike, then you've got to act. Here's something else I want you to write down every time I learn something new. I push something old out of my brain. Did you hear what I just said? Every time you learn something new, you push something old out of your brain. See, a lot of people don't want to learn now. They're lazy. And that's okay. That's none of your business or mine. But if you're one of those hungry people like me, people that are hungry and willing to learn, then you know that when you learn something new, you push something old out of your brain. You keep your mind active because you're engaged in this thing called life. You still have a presence. You're a force to be reckoned with. You have something special. You have greatness in you. At 75, and on February 17th, I'll be 76. My goal is to finish strong. Yes, I'm going for it. I haven't done all my work yet. There are more lives for me to touch, more lives for me to transform. I had a business meeting with a guy, and he said, "I'm so excited to work with you." I said, "Why is that?" He said, "I've been listening to you since I was 7 years old. My father would put your cassette tapes in while he was driving me to school. I never thought I'd meet you, and I'm so honored." I said, "Well, I'm honored to meet you as well. Some of you have been listening to me since you were little. You've been listening to me for years. Some of you, you're going through some stuff, and you heard my voice. I lifted your spirit in the midst of it. I was able to bring you to tears, or make you laugh, or make you feel good. Some of you know this voice. That's Baby Brown's baby boy. Had I not been willing to learn something new, I would not be on that stage that you see right now behind me. I would not have been able to go on stages around the world and speak to thousands of people, crowds as large as 80,000 in the Georgia Dome. And I'm not making that up. Just put in Les Brown speaking in the Georgia Dome, and you'll see me speaking to 80,000 people. It no longer exists, but that video does. Now, number one, how to connect with an audience that you can't see. You don't just sit down here and think you can do it. No, I've been trained in this. No, information is not enough. If you think it's just easy, you can just sit down on the computer, look at a camera and talk to people to transform them, and you can't see them and you don't get any feedback. Hey, if you're serious, if you're hungry to win, this is not for everybody. Now, most people are satisfied with being mediocre. Anything that I do, I want to be the best. I don't want to do it halfway. I want to dominate. And there are some of you just like me. I want to dominate. I don't want to just be, oh, he was on the bench airtime. He sat in front of the computer and I had to do something else because something else came on television. He's boring me. This is what time it is. This is where things are. The jobs have changed. The industry has changed. And they're changing every day. We've had the rug snatched out from under us. We're still reeling from it. With all the political upheaval and the confusion around the various drugs that are out here right now, the arguments and the strategy for getting the vaccine, the drug that's being manufactured into enough harms, there's confusion in so many situations. Should I take it or should I not take it? I was talking to my twin brother today. I said, you taking it, Wesley? He said, yes, I am. He asked, you taking it? I said, yes, I am. I said, afraid I wasn't going to take it? It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Yes, I am. I ain't taking no chances. No. My goal is to die young at an old age. I'm going to bust 100. Do you hear me? So learn something new and count on you. My daughter, she checked me. She said, we don't owe you anything. Your children don't owe you anything. She's right. They didn't have to be here. Yes, and so I take care of myself physically. I'm taking care of the old man in me. I don't have to call them for anything. They call me because I got it like that. See, it's one thing to get older, but we don't have to get old. You've got to be intentional about that. You've got to be intentional. Some people don't believe fat meat is greasy. Listen to me, Linda. Be particular about exercising, about keeping drama and stress to a minimum, about eating a lot of rabbit food, and about laughter. I laugh a lot. Do you know it's good for you? Listen to me, 1 minute of anger weakens your immune system for 4 to 5 hours. 1 minute of anger weakens your immune system for 4 to 5 hours. Just think about that. A guy said one time during a political debate, you anger me, you're taking life away from me. And he died in the legislature. Yeah, now listen to this. 1 minute of laughter boosts your immune system for over 24 hours. So after you get through watching me, you won't get sick for 30 years. You have something special. You have greatness in you. All this stuff is going on right now. Willie Jolly is right. This too shall pass. This has come to pass. You got this. You're stronger than this. Get the tools that you need that can keep you mentally strong. You need mind power. That's why I'm sending you to hungrytoespeak.com so you can listen to some stuff that will strengthen you. That's why I'm asking you if you're ready to learn something new. Because when you do that, you have another voice. Whether you realize it or not, you have another voice. And I'll teach you how to use that voice. Yes. And John Tallarico, one of my business partners, will teach you how to monetize that voice. Because now the motivational business, the self-development business, the mental health business, people needing to be empowered, motivated, uplifted, people needing the mindset of how to feel connected when you're geographically apart. What do you do with that? And your voice, how you use your voice. This is not my original voice. See, I knew I had someone to teach me that. Your voice will give you access, your ability to communicate. I hate to tell you this, but it's real, your voice. When you use it effectively, it humanizes you. People are still talking about that young sister, Amanda Gorman, who spoke at the inauguration. Still talking about it. She made an impact. You have something special. You have greatness in you. Your ability to communicate makes you stand out. See, not everybody wants to learn. And if you don't want to learn, nobody can help you. But if you're willing to learn, no one can stop you. I built my career on disruptions. I built my career on rejection, on no. I just kept going, and I learned how to use my voice. I invested in myself. That's your superpower. Most people don't know that. That's your superpower. Let me give you a very good example. I saw this person and this, I'm a baby Christian. That's number one, but this was many years ago. She was just drop dead fine, gorgeous. I said, hello, how are you? And when she opened her mouth, I was shocked. I just kept walking. You would not believe how poor her communication skills were. I mean, she was so radiant and gorgeous. And she said, don't you want to talk to me a little bit more? I said, not right now. I've got some things to do. I've got to go backstage and get ready to speak. No, I couldn't believe it. Your ability. Have you ever seen athletes being interviewed and you just cringe for them? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, Mr. Washington told me, my high school instructor, he said, Mr. Brown, once you open your mouth, you tell the world who you are. And that's now true more than ever. Because of the fact that the majority of people are working from home. The majority of people are talking to their computer. The majority of people are looking at a camera. The majority of people can't see the people that they're talking to, can't get feedback, can't get reaction. And they have to do it in their mind. All you need to do is be open to learning. Open up your mind and just be open to the possibility that you can earn money a different way. That's what I had to do when I was fired from radio. That's what I had to do when I resigned from the Ohio legislature. I was determined to take care of my mother, and I decided I was going to use my communication skills and my story to do something else, to learn how I can help people and monetize it too. Now I'm using it to finish strong. I'm using it to teach others how to do it. See, you want something that you're calling. The calling is something that you love so much you do it for nothing. But you do it so well that people will pay you to do it. It's something that gives your life a sense of significance, something that you can enjoy, look forward to, something that makes you feel good and allows you to make a lot of moolah more than your job. You get to be your own boss and avoid a lot of office politics. If you're spending 40, 50, or 60 hours a week doing something that's not you, you're living a misplaced life. If you're tired of just paying the bills, living a misplaced life, and being stressed out by something that isn't in alignment with your values and your vision of yourself, don't just be sick and tired of being sick and tired. I've been doing this for 52 years, and I look forward to it every single day. I love it. I love it. If I'm dreaming, please don't wake me up. If you see me smiling, it's because I feel like a little kid. Yes, I do. I feel like a little kid. I know there's a lot of uncertainty right now. The virus has mutated, and now its cousin is here. Oh my goodness. But this too shall pass. Willie Jolly's right, we will get through this. We must keep our minds on that. We don't have time to be stressed out thinking, oh, the walls are closing in on me. You might feel like running outside and shouting, I can't take it anymore, but no, don't do that. It's too cold for that. That would be ugly. Just go back in the house. Nobody wants to see that. Here's something else. You can't see the picture when you're in the frame. I told a lady's story the other day on Clubhouse, which, by the way, I'm going on after I finished talking with Wyal Lee. And she said, you told my story better than I did. I said, do you know how long I've been doing this? Before you were born, I should be able to do that. See, the reason a lot of people don't get coaching, don't get help, don't invest in themselves is because they don't know that they don't know. And they think they know. When you don't know that you don't know and you think you know, that can cost you. I don't like starting out at the back of the line. I don't want to take 10, 20, or 30 years to learn something if there's somebody who's already gone through it and I can learn from them. That's why I invested in myself with Mike Williams. I encourage you to get his book, The Road to Your Best Stuff. Yes, it's powerful. I even wrote the foreword to it. And he's coming out with The Road to Your Best Stuff 2.0 -- that's powerful too. If you're ready to learn something new that you can have fun doing, something purposeful, positive, and meaningful, something you look forward to, this is it. And here's something major, being in a community of people who are going in the same direction. I can't tell you how important that is. Being around the right people, that's major. Having a coach and being in a community of collaborative, achievement-driven, supportive relationships is essential. Iron sharpens iron. Every time I learn something new, I push something old out of my brain. My goal is to stay active in this thing called life. I'm not interested, as a friend of mine said the other day, in just living my life. He said, man, I've lived my life. I said, is that right? Wow. I didn't know they had telephones in the cemetery. You lived your life and now you're making calls from the grave. He said, no, you know what I mean? I said, no, tell me. He said, I just get up, watch my favorite programs, and look at old Mike Tyson fights. I said, is that right? Well, that's got to be mentally stimulating. No, I'm not going out like that. If you agree with me, you know you have more energy when you have a purpose, when you have a reason to get up in the morning, when you're doing something positive and productive with your life, when you're living for your legacy. A good man leaves a legacy for his children and his children's children. I'm a grandfather of 15 and a great-grandfather of 4. I'm not sitting around with one foot on a banana peel and the other in the grave. No, I'm working, and I'm kicking it up several notches because I've got more in me and I know it. I'm going to live full and die empty, and I'm going to show you how to do it too. We'll have a good time together. If you're open to learning something new, great. If you're not willing to learn, no one can help you. But if you are willing to learn, no one can stop you. When they fired me from radio, I went into politics. I was a state legislator and passed 14 bills my first term from the 29th House District in Columbus, Ohio. Then I retired from that, moved to Miami to take care of my mother, fulfilled a dream of buying her a home, and learned how to speak. I've been doing this for 52 years. I learned how to train others to do it too. When you're willing to learn, no one can stop you. You have something special. You have greatness in you. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.